Well, g'day and welcome. This is Home Loan Hacks episode 7. It's also the July update for outlook and market conditions. Great update last month. Thanks for the feedback. Fantastic interview. Sam White, very popular. Really appreciate the comments on that. This month, the interest rate outlook is steady. Rates didn't move again this week. 0.25% cash rate. Variable rates just under 3%. Fixed rates in the low 2s, 2.1, 2.2. Pretty amazing. The property outlook's also holding very strong. CoreLogic, again, just a very small drop in Sydney last month. They're reporting a minus 0.8% in Sydney and 1.1% in Melbourne. I am noticing when I'm doing property searches in sales, a lot more price withheld. Not quite sure whether that means low sales withheld or just more people with more privacy. But market's been holding pretty solid. Who knows with the confidence coming up. A couple of schemes from the government. First home loan deposit scheme that had its second tranche started this last week. So July, 10,000 more eligibilities where the government would consider being your guarantor for a first home buyer. That's a really cracking scheme and you'd want to get on that quickly if you have 5% deposit in Sydney buying up to 700,000 and would make very significant savings on mortgage insurance or not needing a parent guarantor. The other big scheme that's got a lot of interest right now is the home builder. I'm going to have a more detailed comment on that in just a minute. So there'll be a short hack on that on the YouTube channel. Basically what it is a $25,000 cash grant for anybody who's doing a major renovation or a construction between June and December this year, 2020. So that's pretty hot and got a lot of inquiry on that at the moment. Some government provisioning comments. A lot of people took advantage of the pausing of their home loan. 800,000 people took repayment pauses on loans. That's just been extended. Just this week, there was commentary on the news about extension to January. So you do need to ask your bank. You do need to be in hardship or have loss of job or loss of income situation. But banks would consider extending a pause or starting a pause if people just needed to. It's not a credit situation. I'll make a comment on that, though, in just a second. Banks are also very open to considering for a short term, maybe 1 year interest only conversion on your home loan, which would normally need a full assessment and a full consideration by the bank, but in need on application, contact the bank to ask about that. This month's also the second tranche of the super release where a lot of people took out super early, up to $10,000 each. 20,000 for a couple before 1 July and since 1 July again. Concern on taking this out if you're not under the hardship requirement. I believe it's 20% loss of wage. Just be cautious on that because there's big penalties. It's also not something you can use towards a home deposit generally. And that's the last comment I've got is on all of these things is if you're taking out these provisions, they're seen as pauses and supports and the like. But in eyes of credit, they're seen as necessary conduct, and we need to see changed conduct before we would lend to you. We have had a number of people who have asked us about just taking it out just for the heck of it, and there's been a bit of news about that. Not sure if that's fact or fiction, but do it wisely and prudently, and give us a call if you're not sure. So that's it for July update. Trust that you're well. Terrible to hear the current Victorian situation. My brother's moved to Queensland and called himself a Queenslander. But seriously, wishing those in Victoria well and hope we get on top of this situation and hold the line. It looks like being a long run. All the best.